Welcome back, gang. It's Deltia from Deltiasgaming.com, and we just got done soloing White Gold Tower Veteran Hard Mode, and I'm here to show you this, and also the build that soloed a bunch of world bosses. Solo anything with the Nightblade. Here it is. So the build, what I'm using, I swap things in and out, so it needs to be contextual on what you use and why. But here's the general premise. On the front bar, you have Pillars and Urn 5-piece, Falkreath Hold. Hits like an absolute hammer. One of the best proc sets. You don't have to babysit anything. You just do damage. Not light attack crit. Not anything very specific. You have to babysit and it does all the damage for you in AoE. Then on the body is the old Craglorn Trial Set Vicious Ophidian and just carries your resource sustain. And it gives you Major Expedition. You notice this being super effective when there's a lot of mobs and trash pulls. When there's not a lot of mobs, not a lot of trash pulls, it still reduces the stamina cost by 8%. This can be switched out, right? So you can use Order's Wrath, you could use Coral Riptide, you could use Hunting's Rage, you could use Leviathan. Something that increases your damage if you don't want the resource sustain to carry you. But a lot of times in solo, when you're playing, what kills you is having low resources. And then the Pillars and Urn, you can just swap that out for another proc set, Venomous Smite, or Order's Wrath, or something like that. Now you have Pale Order, carries your survivability. You don't necessarily need this on a Nightblade, but you can. If you have enough healing and you're good with your build, even solo, you swap this out for something like a Monster Helm. Stormfist is really good all around. Zon's is good if you're really a God's gift to light attack weaving. And don't sleep on Balorgs. Balorgs in solo arena, if you build up a 500 stack and use your ultimate, will absolutely level VMA bosses within 5 or 6 seconds you can get the clears. So I'm running Dual Wheel on my front, and then my back I run between Bow or 2H. So Bow, believe it or not, with Arrow Barrage or Endless Hail is situational. So if I need to dodge roll and get Major Expedition on my Bow, there's an advantage of that playing solo or just peppering the light attacks. Where Stampede is going to do more damage single target in AoE, but I have to be up close and personal. And sometimes when you're kiting around in a circle, you can just get a lot of damage just using that bow. So it's situational. Meta loadouts are going to be using the bow a lot of times. If we run down the skills real quick on my bar, so we'll go front bar, Dual Wheel, Pillars, and Urn. I got Merciless here, and this is the magic morph. It just hits harder, and it just does a massive amount of healing, plus lasts 40 seconds. So light attack dependent. Down, the pro to the con of the Nightblade is it's light attack dependent. If you can light attack very, very well, you'll do a ton of damage. Next ability up, Concealed Weapon. This is a main spammable, but if you leave Sneak Invisibility or Major Expedition ends in combat, you get 10% increased damage for 5 seconds. And you get Minor Expedition. So there's a cheesy trick here, which using Twisting Path can proc this. So you can put Twisting Path as the hardest hitting dot, one of the hardest hitting dots we have on our back bar, and it gives you increased 10% damage. So then that means we're not using Surprise Attack as our main spammable. We switch to Fighter's Guild, Silver Shard here. Hits pretty hard, it buffs our bar due to these passives in the Fighter's Guild here. So you get ultimate when you kill something, you also get increased weapon damage for having a Fighter's Guild slotted. And that's our main spammable. This is kind of like a dead slot on our bar, but we can use it as a main spammable if we run out of stamina. Now the third ability is my AoE ability, and this is my flex spot. So Power Extraction, it's gonna go boom, an 8-meter radius. 30 seconds is gonna be Major Brutality, which you're gonna get from potions anyways, but it gives you Minor Courage, and it applies Minor Cowardice. So it's gonna increase your damage, plus it's a great AoE skill. So that way we don't have to use Spin to win. Dual wield Whirling Blades, because Killer's Blade got reworked and now it's 400% more damage at 50% health or lower. So you can start using this a lot earlier, right around 30, 35% and lower. This is your main spammable. Downside of Killer's Blade, it's 5-meter radius. You have to be really up close and personal. But the upside is it heals you if you do this execute in close range. You can see the Nightblade has a lot of healing built in. My ultimate, I use Soul Harvest. Why do I use Soul Harvest? When I kill mobs, I get back ultimate. I've already explained this with the Fighters Guild. When I kill mobs, I get back ultimate as well. So with the Soul Harvest morph, I'm getting roughly 13 ultimate on 1 kill. And when you're playing solo, you're killing everything. Group of adds, you can roll back-to-back meteors. What I slot in when I'm taking a lot of damage is Ren from Dual Wield that just heals you for the damage done for 16%. Not optimal, but it just carries your survivability. Back bar, we got the bow. So this is kind of my dots, heals, and buff. Twisting Path, massive AoE, massive damage. Costs a bit of magic, but this is the #1 priority to keep up, since we already talked about what's on the front. Razor Caltrops. This is from the Assault support. Major Breach is the real reason we're using this. So great AoE, 1800 stamina roughly, 10 seconds, but it's getting that Major Breach AoE because we're playing solo, so we need Major Breach. That's right around 8 to 9% damage increase. And then Mech Bar Leeching Strikes is kind of a flex spot. It just really resource sustain, keeps us alive, very easy to maintain. This last 20 seconds costs almost next to nothing. And then you have your flex spot. So if you're using the bow, you use Endless Hail. That very last boss of White Gold Tower, I did use Poison Injection just because I needed something simple on the target at a time. But Endless Hail goes here. Now, if you're using the 2H, all you do is just use Stampede. And then we got Echoing Vigor. Why do I use Echoing Vigor? Well, it lasts longer. So when I'm playing solo, a lot of the times I get stunned. You can use this before you launch in when you anticipate a massive amount of damage. And you're not going to get killed instantly. With Resolving Vigor, the PvP morph, it is better. It has more healing. It gives you the minor armor buff. That sounds wonderful. But what happens when you cast it? 6 seconds later, you take damage, you're on the floor, and you're dead. Not very effective. This is mainly meant for groups, but also, you don't have to maintain it a lot of times. So when I go to my back bar, what I'm doing is I apply this, I apply this, I apply this, and usually the last thing I apply is a heal. Because now I switch to my front, and I know I got 15 seconds. I can throttle down with Pale Order, poisons, whatever I'm using, and I don't have to necessarily worry about going back to my back bar and heal myself consistently. And then Meteor that I have. So Meteor is my ultimate that I use in my back bar. So Shooting Star. It's one of the best ultimates in the game, pound for pound, but it's really a stationary fight ultimate. So if they move out of the area, it's not going to be that effective. So you got some options to flex in and out. One of the options I would flex in, which I did for the final boss of the White Gold Tower, is the bow. This is really good in solo arenas because it channels the damage so fast. So if you have all your dots up and you're trying to burn down a boss, an overland boss, a VMA boss, you cast it, all your dots are up, and you just do main spammals. It will drop a 2 million boss like that. And I need to get it leveled up clearly. But it's good when things are not stationary and you just want to burn it down and switch to your front bar because you can do damage while this thing is just sitting there taking off. That's another good one when you're starting out, just having Soul Tether here, farting around, you don't know what to do and you're panicking, bang, go to your back bar and heal you. Champion points real quick. As a beginner, the most impactful thing you could possibly do, the most impactful thing in champion points, take 10 points in Tireless Discipline. Come down to Staving Death. Take 10 points in Quick Recovery, and then take 20 points in Preparation. This is the equivalent of Major Protection, 10% damage reduction. Do that before you mess with any of the offensive ones. Offensively, I go Fighting Finesse, Wraithful Strikes, Deadly Aim, Master and Arms. But I do flex in Reaving Blows from time to time because it's like a mini Pale Order. So if you don't have Pale Order, you will lose damage. But I swap out Wraithful Strikes, swap in Reaving Blows. Going to the red tree here, the obvious ones, Rejuvenation, Fortified, Boundless Vitality. Typically what I run is this Bloody Renewal. Killing mobs, you get stuff. But if you're playing solo and it's a pure single target boss, this does nothing for you. Or Slippery if you're getting CC'd a lot like the last boss of White Gold Tower, or Expert Evasion if you're dodge rolling a lot and there's no other mobs. Think about putting those two in. Consumables. So the obvious ones here, you're going to be using weapon damage potions, typically, to keep as much damage up as possible. Typically, you would be running Artarium Takeaway Broth, or the cheaper version, Dubious, whatever it's called, Camorian Throne. But I swapped this out. Molakina, final boss, I needed mind-numbing sustain, so I just swapped in Smoked Bear Haunch. Most people aren't going to do that. You can do Jewels and Mistro. It gives you magic, stamina, and health recovery. It just makes you super tanky. And then other potions, I do keep Tri-Potions with me just in case. If you don't have Pale Order, the combination that I use to basically be very survivable in Batishram and solo all these arenas is Drain Health Poisons instead of Enchants on my Pillars of Nirn. I did that with Reaving Blows, champion points, and then the Rend Dual Wield Ultimate. Not going to be as much damage, but you can be extremely survivable without Pale Order. Attribute points, obviously 64 into stamina on this guy. Aim for around 23 to 22k max health, so you don't get one shot a lot. Keep in mind, I'm a Khajiit, so crit damage, I'm close to the cap. This 44% unbuffed, realize you add 50% to it. You do not want to get 125, it's a dead stat. Thief Mundustone, actually the best is the Lover, purely. But the Thief will influence your healing as well. Lover will do the most damage. Reason why is you don't have a lot of pen running medium armor builds, and you see spell and physical pen, 5,000. Add roughly 6,000 on top of that with major breach, and you're roughly, what, 11, 12, 10,000 or so? Mobs have 18,000? So the Lover Mundustone getting as close to that 18,000 mark as possible will give you the most damage. I like the Thief, because again, it increases and influences my healing. Well, we know we got it. We just gotta not get hit by a log. Where's a good open spot here? I can't CC break out of that. That's good. Here we go. You should follow here. Rip. So what's the interrupt do? It looks like the interrupt, all it is just a big, huge AoE. So here we go. Nice open space. That was the warm-up. This is the remix. Welcome in Monday. I'm gonna try to solo this guy. Got him down to 50%. That dodge roll failed, though. We got it down. So the reason I'm using concealed weapon on my bar is... See, so that's dodge there. It buffs your damage by 10% if you just have Twisting Path on. So as long as we maintain Twisting Path, we should get a massive amount of damage. And you see something hit me back there. So that's why I gotta maintain a little bit more healing than normal. So power extraction, that gives minor courage, bash, and it's really just concentrating and not missing those dodges is what's gonna kill me is all. And dodge. Jumps, baby, press ya at ya. Thanks for the subs and resubs, gang. I'm trying to concentrate. Oh! Concealed, bang, power extraction. Got it. Now bash. Resources looking really good. We're gonna do caltrops for major breach, and then bash. Face tank him if you got him. So magic's a little bit low, but stam's looking good. Stam is obviously the most important one. So twisting is the priority in our back bar. Block, echoing vigor. It's not as much as a heal, but it lasts a lot longer. So that's what I like about it. Dodge. Since it doesn't have ads, I'm gonna stick to in cap from now on. Bar swap, cancel that. Power extraction up for the minor courage. Did it go? I don't even know when. There we go. Got minor courage now. Potion off cooldown. Potion gives me a flood of ultimate. And then dodge this puppy. Ooh, block. Oh yeah, it almost got me. Nope. Block that. 26,000 non-crit heal with my Assassin's Will. Jeez. Dodge that into 14,000 non-crit. Good. So just maintain our discipline here, not getting caught up on rocks, if that's even possible. Ooh. So that hit that. Hit that. Do a dodge cancel of Echoing Vigor. Bash. Get all my buffs back up. I got 10 seconds on Echoing, so usually about the offensive pressure is taking about 10 seconds, and we gotta go back to our back bar. It's a little bit low on stamina, so I'm gonna use Concealed Weapon. Potion off cooldown. We're at enough ulti to do in cap. Here we go, in cap. Dodge it. Fully charge. That buff up, hold block. Pull back. Major breach. Fully charge. This is a light attack. That lava is what's coming behind and killing me. Lava bad. Major breach good. All right, pillars and urns should get him. Power extraction back up. Now we're running a little bit low on resources, so I'm gonna fully charge after this. And then get back to the flank, another fully charge. So the lava is going in 3 waves, it looks like. Leeching's just about up. We can recast Leeching, do another bash here. Fully charge, 120 ult, in cap, bash, there's a potion. Good, 50%. Come on, come on, come on. We gotta get him to Xe. Once we get to Xe, it should be good. So we need to rotate out of that. So it hits back to back. Nope, 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 nope. That's the mechanics. So rotate back to back, and it looks like it does a channel. I got reverb here. This could be tough. I'm gonna have a really nasty dot. I don't know if I can survive this. Nightblade if you got him. Fully charge. Stampede. Got to rely on Concealed Weapon here for a minute, and then rotate that so we don't get those. It's gonna do it again. Rotate again. Got the mechanics down now. Okay, good. Bash, fully charged, get my resources up. I'm gonna wait for a meteor here. Now it's gonna should do an interrupt here pretty soon. Yep. It's doing a fly thing. I don't know what this is. Okay, I got you. Here we go. Nope, rotate. There's a rock again. Nope. Got me on the rock last time, bro. Not gonna rock me this time. Dodge through that. And we're getting close to Exy now. Now this is where the Nightblade shines. Once we get into Exy. I know it's dizzy, it's kind of constantly rotating, but there's the Echoing Vigor keeping me carried up. Here we go. 33% looking good. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Dodge roll that. Caltrops. Keep rotating so we avoid this. Fully charge. 5 stacks are up. 30%. Same thing. And then we're going to have an interrupt mechanic. Now we got it memorized. There we go. And it reverbs right back to the boss. 29%. All right. So now we can start Xing here pretty soon. In cap, 26%. Keep rotating, keep rotating. Rotating, rotating. Maintain our Echoing Vigor and our dots on our back bar with our resource sustain. There we go. Hit it again. Stampede. Power extraction, get that minor courage. Dodge roll through them. In cap, boost to our damage. Go peel back, let them do a double rotate here. Double rotate, they're good. Dodge roll that, fully charge heavy. 5 stacks are up, 14%. Same thing. Potion, 11%, I'm feeling it. In cap it, tap it. Not get cocky, we'll keep our Echoing Vigor up, good. We don't know what's coming next in Exy, here we go. 1, 2, 3, maintaining our dots, power extraction, dodge roll through this. Do one more and refresh our buffs and then go for the kill here. Here we go for the kill. Shoot my shot, 300,000 is all it got. In Caparoni. And, oh, someone just shows up to claim the victory, huh? Here you go, solo, baby! Let's go! That's a build. Like, comment, subscribe. Also check out the website for this build and more. Thanks for watching.